All right. Well, looks like we're back here again. I wanted to I bumped my foot against the chair, and I'd like to exclaim how awesome and undervalued socks are as a tool for protecting one's feet. Had I not been wearing socks, I would probably still be in excruciating pain. But due to the deflection factor, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, hi. If you don't already know, my name's Kevin G Nicholson, and I'm the host of this YouTube channel. And I go all over the place. And today, well, I'm going to have a little chat. Why am I chatting? Well, I had a visitor yesterday. And she asked to stay the night, and I said no. And it was the most bizarre thing, because this is what living in modern age is like, where you're like, okay, no, I can't let anyone get, in tight, in close, because the price you pay for love is pain. And that, it makes you wonder, if everyone's just so worried about, no, you don't touch you, and you don't touch him, and you don't, there's so many rules, and they don't need a reason to come and get you, but they make them up. Anyway. So yeah, it's some of the stuff, 20 years ago, would have been it was a good time. And then the rules changed. Stop changing the rules. It's all right. In the moment, again, this is agency, personal agency. In the moment, I'm fine. I got food, I got shelter. It's very windy outside, but it's not terribly cold. According to my numbers, 47 degrees Fahrenheit. But you hear that crackling in the background. That's my window, because it's all plasticed up. Because there are storm windows there, but the one that came with the house is kind of a mess. Ultimately, what I'd like to do, well, it depends. If I'm going to be filming, I shouldn't do it. But ultimately, I'd like to get a bigger window in there, like you know what I mean, like a plant window. Yeah, I like my plants. Hey, I always thought I'd have like a little greenhouse at the end. And it was funny because I'd sketched out what I wanted my house to look like ultimately. And it was in the side of a hill, and it had a lot of space. And places for filming, and a spiral staircase, and it was neat. It was neat. I should, it's a little late in the game. I don't think I'll ever have the kind of money to have that. But that was like a young man's dream. And then you realize the more things you own, the more things own you. It's true. Freedom is another word for nothing left to lose. It's my... So yeah, I'm sitting here chilling, listening to my music, and just hanging back, reflecting upon. It's nice to know that, I still have a good heart. I haven't lost my good heart yet. Thank goodness. But, at the same time, I don't think we all need to be held at saint status either. I'm having a philosophical crisis. Not an existential crisis, a philosophical crisis. And if I were Jordan Peterson, sorry. He would take a long pause and he'd go, I'm thinking to get this exactly right. I want to use the precise words that are reflected in this conversation. So, but here's what I was thinking is at some point I'm going to partner up. And I mean, I already kind of have in my own way, but at some point I'm bound to partner up with a girl, because that's just kind of Mother Nature. Because they're coming at me already. Poor Kevin. The girls are still coming. Well, yeah, but I can't, you know what I mean? It's like showing me a menu that I can't eat, that I can't order from. It really is. It's like, you know, I feel like they've made pretty much all sex illegal. That's what I feel. Any form of sexuality, keep that shit buried, and stay the hell away from each other. That's really what I'm getting. And there's, you know, I'm a people person. I'm a dog person. I'm an animal person unless it starts attacking me. Like, I'm willing to peacefully coexist with, you know, all races, all aliens, as long as you're nice. Can't we all just get along? And this is really kind of, this is the stuff I think about during the day. I got the camera on the bed because tripod's still got the projector on it. I haven't shot my Blade Runner sequence, so if you actually have been watching these, I broke my word and I'm sorry. I said I was going to do a Blade Runner sequence like a week ago, and I still haven't gotten to it. My bad. Eventually I'm going to do it. I don't know when. Maybe. Well, the boys are supposed to come over on the 30th. So that's 20 days away. So if you count down, and of course, life is challenging for us all in our own ways. But try to equip yourself as admirably as you can. Lecture. I can't tell anyone what to do. I'm just pontificating here off the riff. On camera, why? Well, watch hours. Someone might go, what was he thinking? He seemed normal enough. And if I keep the live streams going, if anyone stops by unexpectedly and jumps into the stream, bonus, because it shows that I am not initiating contact. See, that's the thing. If I stay here at my own center of gravity, people will eventually come to me. And it's not because of special or anything, it's just because the lack of inactivity seems to act as like a, you know, like a magnet has a positive and a negative. Like when I get into my zone where I'm just like, okay, I'm cool, I'm here. And I'm here in this GPS location for good chunks of time. And I'm grateful I've been able to do it, especially like the last couple of years. Because, I could, like a few years ago, I was working at McDonald's, and I was able to do it, but every now and then the back would act up, and you're like, ow, ow, ow. And that was happening more and more. When they fired me for a song, well, at that point, I worked at Burger King a little bit, but in the end, it was like, no, I think that's the end of my burger chapters. I don't think I have any more burger chapters in my life. Because the music, me writing doing those albums, has been able to keep me alive and relatively happy, and you know what I mean? I got basics. I'm certainly not living high on the hog, but I'm not suffering either. And I'm pretty content without, I'm trying very hard not to be complacent. Because everything, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to appreciate the stability of my own universe here. And when people kind of threaten to come into that universe, I'm very, I'm protective of what of my vibe. I'm very protective of my energy. And I want to be giving of it, but even being giving of good energy can sometimes be constituted as too aggressive or too forceful or too, you know what I mean? Maybe someone's going to look back on this in 20 years and go, boy, well, I hope you guys got things covered a little more. I mean, here's hoping that we can evolve and advance, and that all of this ridiculous sex crime bullshit, when that ceases to be, it's over prosecution for the sake of prosecution without damage. Like, oh, what about the psychological damage? From what I understand in that story, it's just wielding the ages and wielding the pen to make it do what you want. You can't make it. See, I'm going off again. Just be nice. Just be nice. I'm trying to be nice. But I was reminded yesterday I have to protect myself. And I'm still pretty good, physical attacks. I could still hold my own, I think, for a few minutes anyway. Yeah. But, yeah, that's bound to, we'll do it that way for a little bit. This is because I watch the news. I mean, I don't watch the news, but I take a look at the headlines and I'm like, what's going on today? Everyone's in court. There's too much court. Everyone's watching crime dramas and, no, why keep yourself there? Again, can't we get a movie where people are living in a utopia? I mean, they kind of did it with Brave New World a little bit, and we saw aspects of that in the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. I mean, the fact that we're all mortal beings with, limited existences is, I mean, that's going to be prevalent throughout the existence of humanity, I would imagine. Boy, I went from socks to well, I amuse me. Yeah. Part of me wanted to say yes, though. Part of me was like, yeah, sure. Hang out, spend the night. Let's chill. I'm amazed. You know, also because it's winter too. You can't go out. You can't interact as often because it sucks outside. I mean, it's all right today. The dogs are okay. I love the fucking dogs. I love my fucking neighbors. Oh, God, I'm so... It used to be hell here. And now, I was just talking about dreaming about a utopia. In my own way, I kind of got it. There's not much excitement, but that's the stability part. And that's the good thing. I'd prefer everyone be growing happily around me. I mean, that is ultimately the dream. And provided, I mean, they've been pretty good. They've been decent. Thank goodness. And see, and this is the thing. You have to have those moments to appreciate the contrast. Because I'm reflecting on the negative moments from years ago when I was living here, and those neighbors and the ones now, and I'm just like, I mean, I didn't plan it, but it really worked out so well in terms of my happiness, just generally. Because, you are, in fact, when other people bring their negativity to you, I mean, sometimes you want to help, and then, you try to act admirably and fairly with most people. I would try to. But, some people are just like, no, this is me. I'm doing it my way. My rules, and I'm sorry, it's not the way it works. And, but everyone manages to seem to muddle through. But there are people who don't have the wherewithal to change their state. And again, to go back to Jordan Peterson, able to clean their room. If you can't clean your room, well, then what chance you have of keeping your life in order? Because your room is, this space. What I got, maybe 12 by 14 feet in here. And this is the room I exist in. This is where my biological corporeal housing resides 90% of the time. And I recently went through here with this. And this, let me show you. That, yeah. Super bright. Like, I wouldn't want to do it to the kid. I've looked into this on occasion, and it hurts. So I went through this room with this flashlight, looking for spider webs or anything I could vacuum up, and I douched this room out. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let me turn that off. There we go. See? Brick bright. And now my mom wants one. I'm going to give her this one. I'm going to see if I can get a pen light. But that's for a difference. That's the Doctor Who stuff. I want a real bright, super thin pen light. Just saying. Anyway. Where was I going with that? Oh, the room. I douched the place out. And then I laid it out for, okay, well, this is where I physically exist. There's a TV, an old Trinitron, and here, I'll do this. Oh. That right over there is an old Sony Trinitron. And it's still functional, and the picture's actually really good. It's got a funky thing where if you try to raise or lower the volume, it'll like flick it on and off. It's very bizarre, but it still works. It's not in use right now. There is the aforesaid video projector for that Blade Runner stuff I was telling you about. And then my ginormous main screen. And then we go down there. And that's the CPU. That's the computer that all this runs off of. It's like it's been a solid machine. I got no complaints. I've been using it for a good 3 years, and it's still in good shape, and I plan on getting some RAM for it. And then here's the screen within a screen. Here's the rescan effect. You see that? That's the rescan effect. In real time, folks. In real time. But it's not. This is actually 10 seconds behind you. That's kind of cool. Socks are awesome. All right. And of course, my microphone here. So, let me switch back around. That's all this works in a semicircle of how all the devices are laid out. And if you've done anything like this, you know that takes a little time and a little preparation and a little planning. So I'm pretty happy with myself because I got an almost perfect workflow from my bed. A little Coca-Cola. All right, tell you what. I am going to need more soda. How are we doing on time? 22 minutes? Yeah, I think I pontificated enough. Gave you a little tour of the facilities, such as it is. I'm excited because I got new plants. My mother got me another type of Oxalis triangularis for Christmas. And I planted 5 of them immediately in a pot. And the other 5 are in cold storage for the spring. So I wasn't sure if there's any sort of rules. So one of them sprouted. I have one plant, and that's really all I need because I could propagate from one living, you know what I mean? But I'm curious, it hasn't really flowered yet. So, not much to look at yet, but it is growing. And I like nurturing things into a healthier state. It's like I try in my own way. I know the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but hey. Where should I? I feel like I'll do that. There we are. Move that out of the way there. Tell you what, I'll have one more smoke with you guys. One more smoke with you. I forget. I'm supposed to be talking one-on-one, but I keep treating it like it's radio, like people are listening in the distance. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Yeah. And I mean, I have so much food in my fridge. And that's a good thing, and I'm grateful for that. But it's funny because I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I want to make sure everything's eaten in the most efficient orders. I have problems. I'm just conscientious, over-conscientious in certain ways. But, still here. Still going, and because of that, you get to listen to me pontificate in a live stream for a good 20 minutes. 25 minutes. And it ain't hard to do. I'm very curious. Here's another thing going on in my life. As I stated earlier, I have what we're listening to in the background, if you can hear any of it. That's my latest album, Another Freshly Shaved October. And that's my 22nd album. And I, over the last, since about 2021, so 2 years ago, is when I started my little music journey. And I was just doing it for play, so I could hear my stuff off the machine over here by just asking for my name, because, you know, ego. That really was the initial driving force. It was ego, where I'm just like, I want to hear her say I want to hear Alexa say my name. But not in like, you know, digital product has been made out there, and it's out there. And it's digital, which means it has no, you know, it doesn't degrade. Unlike myself, which will degrade and has been degrading. Holding together well, though. Even with the gray. And the glasses. I mean, I suppose I could just use contacts or get some sort of surgery, but glasses are good. I'd rather not get invasive surgery unless it's absolutely necessary. See, still makes me bounce. Oh, so I did all these albums over the last couple of years, and I didn't make bank, but I made a little. I think I made like maybe $4,000 last year, a little under, off my music just playing alone, just being out there. And I thought that, well, that kind of passive income, yeah, let's do that. And the way it was set up was by streams. Now, Spotify is currently in the process of recalculating how much artists are getting. And it's the 10th. So, and now I don't need it, because luckily I got a little banked away, a little. Some I've squirreled away some nuts, so I'm not anywhere close to destitute. But I have no other income aside from that Spotify stream. And had it been any other, you know what I mean? It worked out just perfectly for me, but there are other artists, I'm sure, who are out there going, hey, where's my fucking money? And I'm like, I'll wait, but I hope it pops up favorably in my favor rather than diminish, because I know my numbers have been tanking all over the place. And I know some of it's partially due to the wars, because you see that effect, you know. Ugh, God. Stop killing each other. Take a breath. Take a deep breath. Nothing I can do to change it. But I'm riding the repercussions in the world. I'm part of the world. Like, you know, remember when, like, I'm in New England, and they had all those forest fires in Canada, and all of a sudden our skies got darker, and we're like, oh, fuck, we're we're all a little more closely connected than we would like to think. And it almost makes it a little more scary, you know? I mean, even if you play your best game, and if you're the best person that you could be, a meteor could still fall out of the sky and crush you dead any second. Well, then why bother? Because that's who you are. Or I would hope so. Try to be nice to most people. And don't lie, don't steal. Be nice. Don't lie, don't steal, be nice. Don't lie is important. Especially when it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Or if it's supposed to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can't serve, multiple houses with the same. You can be a hybrid, that's fine. But you got to pick your poison. And you got to stand by it. Everyone's too, the culture's just like, I got something new. Well, you can't do that with people. It affects the culture. It affects society. It affects the way, certainly affected me. I didn't suck in the Leave It to Beaver motif early in my life, but I didn't buy into it completely, but that was part of what you were told. Okay, well, here's a family unit, and I was in a good family unit, and I was grateful for that. Well, I am now. I didn't appreciate it when I was young, and most youth does not, because we're looking at our fathers and our mothers as the rule makers, and they're the people in authority. Well, now the state wants that job all for themselves, and they're doing terrible. And I don't just mean state of Connecticut. I mean all the states. I mean the state of the country. And I can't change that state. I can change my state. I still have if I wanted to move, I could go anywhere in the world. In, half a day? Plane ticket. But this is my home. And I'm grateful it's been as quiet and as, civilized. I like staying in a civilized place where people can kind of, hang around and chat and just be nice. I know I expect a lot from this world, but I've contributed a little to it. It depends how you look at it. Yeah, the universe is a strange place. But I played my part all right. Actually, maybe let's see. Let's turn that down for a second. Just really low. All right, let's open up Arcade here for a second. See if anything new's on the what do we got in the new section? We got the latest warehouse. That's just an instrument. Yeah, nothing really. I'm expecting them to do. They have a lot in here. Tell you what, let's do poolside. Let's pretend it's the summer for a second, shall we? Yeah, how about Utopia Dash? Let's try this. And this is the musician art part. So Telling you. Now, what's worse is my nose is very itchy right now. But as soon as I remove my hands from the keyboard, we don't hear anything anymore. So I am resisting very hard the urge to itch my nose. Well, I lasted, 10 seconds? Itchy nose. Well, keep playing? Let's keep playing. Okay, I'm on board. Try something different here. See that there? Open for that summer cool. Cool for Summer did very well. What was the album before this one? They got like 160,000 streams in the end. 166, which is, all of it helps if it's counted. That's what I'm worried about with the Spotify thing. Because if they change the way that it's counting, cool. Pardon me. So it's all right. It's been an empty chat. But surprisingly, thank you for coming and watching after the fact, out of morbid curiosity. Oh, I want to try another one. That one's nice. I like that. Let's do... let's do reconsider. Live bass and chorus guitar. Yeah. See, I'm recording the episode, so if I get anything, if I come across something good, you know what I mean? That's that smooth, silky sound you get when things are cool. I'm a nutcase, but I'm a fun nutcase. How we do? 40 minutes. Okay. You guys have had me for long enough today. I will, of course, do this tomorrow, and then I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it again until someone notices me out here. But thank you for watching today. And go. Be happy. Go forth. Be happy. Don't lie. Don't steal. Be nice. Kevin G Nicholson, Dr. Daydream. Thank you. Good night.